This is wonderful. You are live. Well, welcome.
Welcome. Greetings. You're supposed to say greetings. That should
Oh, yeah,
that
that is my greetings. We got zero watchers.
That's
This is
okay.
fun. I
It's
like
your loss, not ours.
it. Well, we are in our first test run of our new podcast. It hit different.
It hit different. It definitely hits different.
hmm And in this podcast, we are going to be talking about our lives as they happen and how our views have morphed as we grown and how things hit different
Hmm.
after some experience. Mm.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
we came up with this idea because we talk often and we talk deeply, vulnerably, with a lot of vulnerability. And the conversations we have can benefit other people.
Absolutely.
And we ain't selfish.
At all. Because we
So,
know how they benefit us.
baby, because sometimes it just hit different. And you need to hear it some other way. And maybe something that we say here might hit different for somebody else and be a blessing.
And we want that for you.
Honey,
We
I want it
love
for
that for you because
everybody.
we love that for us.
Ooh, baby, don't I love it for me?
And I know how I love it for me. So,
But sometimes you just need to hear a good word from somebody else.
indeed.
Hmm.
Because
So,
the reason for needing to hear that good word is because you're always hearing yourself so often. Your thoughts, your conscious and unconscious thoughts.
hmm
A little feeling in the back, the little feeling in the pit of your stomach, in the back of your mind, that battle between what should be and shouldn't be, what is and what ain't, what it is, what it ain't, what it's gonna be. Yeah, all of that. And it's okay. But it's gonna always hit different when you take it from the perspective of where it is and you take it from the perspective of where you are. So the difference in what you feel will be profound. Good, bad, and different. It's gonna hit different.
come here, dear.
And the funny thing is, outwardly, whether you acknowledge the difference and how it hits, you're gonna feel it. And then you're gonna kind of subconsciously start to govern yourself according to the hit. You don't ever have to tell us because you can lie to the people. You can lie to the people all of the time. Maybe some of the time, but guess who you can never lie to?
Not forever. You.
Not yourself. You can try.
You can try.
It's gonna be uncomfortable.
You
You're
ain't
not.
gonna have no peace. You ain't gonna have no
Oh,
peace.
peace. What is that? Maybe you have none.
Cause
You
you're
have
lying.
none to yourself,
hmm
and self knows better.
Yeah. You know you be knowing. You know you lying.
But then we have to look at how much work is it for you to even try to govern yourself under that lie. Let's talk about that.
Ooh, how much
That's
shit you got to remember?
that's self inflicted. So that's that self
Ooh.
harm.
Yeah,
That's
we
that
just
self
talk about
harm.
self harm,
We
baby.
talked about self harm.
Ooh, baby, because
Self
nobody
harm, not
really
just
hurt you.
cutting, burning, banging, scratching,
No, no. You put
hunger
yourself in
strike.
situations to punish yourself, or or put yourself in situations based on your image of what you deserve, and you use other people to hurt yourself a lot, a lot, a
Because then
lot.
you want to try to place blame versus just sitting in it.
No, you did that. It's
Sometimes you
your life
gotta get comfortable.
with being uncomfortable.
You got whoo, because when you get comfortable with the comfort, that's where your problems come in.
Hmm.
That ain't what you want.
You better get
I don't want
comfortable
that
being
for you.
uncomfortable,
I don't want that for you.
because discomfort ain't harm. It's what it is. So we be trying to get to the comfort, and we accept the harm for the comfort.
Because the unknown is scary.
Right.
Change is scary.
Right. Yeah, it is.
But the one constant in your life is change.
It's change. It's the only thing that's constant.
And once you embrace that, it gets easier. Same way you learn to endure and accept that pain and discomfort.
You can learn to accept ease and pleasure.
Ask the entrepreneur how easy it was to start their business.
Ooh.
Ask an athlete how hard or easy it was. Anybody.
Anybody. All our lives are hard. Shit. Life is
College
hard.
students. We survived the Southern University and HBCU that gives you all of the things, all of the time. And we graduated. Not
Hmm.
once, but how many times? Twice.
Nah. Those degrees.
And I got
And
two of them under 25. Play with me.
nah.
At the Southern University in the Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Scotland. In Scotlandville.
On the bluff.
On the bluff. But you have to be, you have to choose your battles. And when I say battles, sometimes your biggest battles will come in the form of self. And there are times
Them have always been my biggest battles.
and it is okay to be selfish, but a lot of times certain people have a hard time with being selfish. These are the times when you get to be selfish, when you choose self.
Well, it is understandable to have problems with being selfish based
Mhm.
on where we live. Like nothing in
Ooh, the
our
cultural
upbringing,
norms, baby.
not nothing in our upbringing says put yourself first.
Mm-mm. You
Nothing.
didn't see it. You weren't told to do so. You
No.
didn't see that being
No.
done.
Mm-mm.
No one talks about that.
Mm-mm.
You can witness, everybody's going to have a story. If you lived in the South, have been in the South, visited a home in the South, you have countless times where people have rice is rice is such a main staple
Mm-hmm.
in South Louisiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can pretty much add rice to anything to make it stretch. So you have multitudes of people to feed. This is back when we're talking about women having 10, 12, 13, 14 children. You have to feed them. So you add rice. Rice is going to feed everybody. It's cheap, it's easy, you feed everyone. But even in those times, your mama, your mama, whoever, somebody came to that house, guess what they got offered? A plate.
Well, yeah.
So even
Yeah.
in that, and knowing you struggle to have enough rice or
Yeah.
beans or whatever it is to
Look, you
feed
might
your
not have
family,
you. Your plate might be short tonight because old girl came over.
and you have to offer her a plate. But do you get to be? Should you be okay with being able to be selfish?
I don't believe that lady would be eating that night at my house.
But culturally, what are you supposed to do?
Culturally, I'm supposed to give it to her, but personally, I'm not, and I don't care because the culture gonna talk about me. The people up the street probably gonna talk about me.
But how long did it take you to get to that?
Oh, it's a babe,
You
I'm
always
old.
been there.
No, I
They
ain't
ain't
always
teach you
been
that
there.
in Fort Valley. Fort
They
Valley ain't give
didn't.
you that.
They didn't. But I'll tell you this: my mama, she gonna figure out how to still have hers, and you can have yours, but she gonna have hers. Now that's one thing I did learn, but it was odd in the community is making sure yeah, I'm not stretching myself for you. Mm-mm. That was a different thing, and I think that when mm, I think that that's part of the reason why I am who I am. Take it to the
Absolutely.
next level because it's the next circle. Oh, you can,
It's the evolution of it. It's the
yeah,
evolution.
because I see you get to be a little selfish in this way. I could be more. I can do it better. Punchinella, punchinella. Let me show you.
Call me Punchinella in the street. Pick out your partner. What can you do? Okay, I digress. That took me somewhere real quick.
That's all right. Go where you need.
But it's real. It's relative. Um,
And
that's
that's why
what
I
I
preach that selfishness, though.
yeah.
That selfishness is
And
what
I'm
I find.
having to learn. I'm having to learn by trade, by profession. It also chose me. I am a therapist. I'm a behaviorist. I'm a psychotherapist. All the things. So I teach people these things we're talking about. I teach people. We talk about. We engage. We work through helping them with their cultural norms. Um, and selfishness, selflessness, which also come in the forms of being assertive, setting boundaries, all these things. But as I have gone through my career over the last few years and personal experiences in life professionally, I have learned why I have to repeat myself so often, weekly, to the same person to the tune of 6 months. Um, because it's not as easy as it sounds.
It's not easy at all.
When I hand homework to people and I say, yeah, go identify your triggers that make you feel this way. And then they come back the next week with their triggers. Okay, we know that these are your triggers and you're going to go do this and you're going to do that. And the next time someone comes, you're going to be assertive and you're going to tell them, no, this is my boundary. I don't want to. Bullshit. No, you're not.
Bullshit. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Because as simple as it is, that trigger you identified last week is not the same trigger this week. That person or situation or thing that's triggering you is not that easy. If it's your job, I want you to walk in here and stand on business with your boss, and then when you go unemployed, I can't pay your bills.
Right.
So it's growth. So again, it hits different. It
It
hit
is.
different to say you need to set some boundaries and go do said thing until you go set the boundaries and do said thing, and then you looking at me like, so my light bill due on the first. How you gonna help me?
And I ain't got nothing for you.
Point you to the unemployment office. Use what you got to get what you want to run a household.
It's hard. It's hard to make changes in your life.
Give yourself grace.
Yeah,
Life is
that's
hard.
the point.
Life is hard, and I am going through and having some changes currently. Changes I didn't expect. No one expects changes because if you expected the change or anticipated the change wouldn't come.
Hmm.
You anticipate the change, you want to try to control it. You want to try to guide it.
You
And
can't.
so then it's not going to happen like it needs to happen. So then you're going to experience it again. It's going to come back. My bowl. Babe, I'm feeling this bowl. Thank you, Blake.
I like the
Um,
coordination.
girl, listen, purple.
Mm,
It's a vibe.
it is.
Um, but you can't coordinate the change as much as we want to. We can't do it.
Mm-mm.
But it has to happen. Um, and the changes I'm going through, I'm having, I'm experiencing. Were they the ones I wanted? Were they the ones I expected? No, not at all. But I can still stand here, flat feet, 2 feet on the floor, and say, I still contend that if you and I, when you and I are having another conversation, April 11th, 2025, I better not be the same person I am today.
You will not be the same person
So,
you are
right.
today.
And one of our previous conversations that kind of got us to where we are, I think we were talking and I told you I felt was it stagnant and fluid at the same time?
Yes.
So I feel like I'm just swashing around in my own shit. I
It's
feel like
slushing
it's a
around in the mud.
pond, it's a breeze, it's a good brisk spring windy day. You can go fly all the kites you want, baby. That kite gonna take off and it's gonna be up there and it's just gonna give.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm this body of water in this enclosed situation that's just
Hmm. Hmm.
nowhere to go, nowhere to
Just moving
flow
around.
to, just just
Just
stewing in my
agitating.
own,
Just
just
stewing in your own juices.
agitated, baby. I better be a washing machine. I better be just agitating the shit out of my spirit, you know?
Well. Okay, let's stick with that analogy, because what if you agitating and you just going through the wash cycle?
But it's supposed to transition to a new cycle. It's supposed to
You
rinse.
don't know how long that cycle is. That
No,
cycle
you
might have
don't.
a
But it's
soap.
gonna rinse. But if
It's
you
gonna
break
rinse at
down
some
before the
point.
rinse comes, now you
It's
stuck in the
gonna rinse
soap.
at some point.
It's gonna rinse.
It's gonna rinse. But you in the wash cycle. You show in the wash cycle, my friend.
But I may have said it to deep stains. The
Yeah.
stains is deep. So
Yeah.
you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta punch it out like my grandma say. Bring me that shirt so I can punch it out. Got
That
that
part.
wash tub. You gotta punch it out.
You gotta.
You gotta punch out them stains. Need a washboard and not just for Zydeco.
That's a good analogy. I like how we just moved from that lake, that swamp, to a washing machine, because that gives you hope. You done got muted. Yeah. You gonna go out and come back in probably. Man, I am really digging my hair today. Baby, I like it. Look at that one right there. I like that one right there. Boy, shrinkage is real. Look at that. Let's see if she gonna come on back in. Look at that. Oh, she back? Let's see. Add you on to the stage. Coming to the stage.
Skin tight. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out the next time we go into live production for real, like to mute my calls or prevent that some way. Somebody tried to call, I declined it, but then it muted me. It did something with our audio. So
that's something to note.
I'll probably start.
You got an iPad?
Yes, I'll transition to the computer. I tell you, my laptop or an iPad. I'll transition from my phone.
Yeah. Because I'm on my iPad. I love this. This is easy.
But yeah, that wash cycle. That's why they give you levels.
Yeah.
Cycles. All of them. The only one that's pretty consistent is the rinse.
Yeah.
But your wash, the rinse and the spin.
Because that spin could be real fast and you could spin a lot now because you got to get all of that shit out.
The rinse is pretty. Yeah, but the wash, the dry. You got dry delicates. You got washing of the delicates. You got a heavy wash. You got a normal wash. I'm in the heavy wash.
You're in a heavy wash, for sure.
I'm in the heavy wash. But guess what?
A heavy wash and it's a big load.
Yeah.
It's a big load. It's not a lot of room for agitation. It's a lot of.
You overstuffed it. The wash is it's making a lot of noise. Why the wash machine making that noise?
Why it be walking sometimes?
The load too big. There's a difference in your wash when the load is big and when it's normal. When it's okay, when it's just the right amount of clothes, the agitation is different. When it's too many, you get a lot of noise. You get a lot of noise.
And you got to wash longer.
You got to wash longer. You may have to repeat it.
Okay.
Because you're going to walk in there and some of them clothes on the top going to still be just as dry as
they
were
just
when
as dry.
you put them in there. Water didn't even make it to the top. But guess why that happened too?
Why?
You fill that load up because you're in a hurry. You don't want 2 loads.
Right.
You can't rush the process. You trying to rush the process.
You trying to rush that shit. Now you're going to have to do 2 loads anyway. And instead of 2 loads, now you got to do 3.
2 loads intentionally on accident. But guess what? Either way it go, the universe going to still make you have to do 2 loads.
That part.
You finna still use the same.
Because it's only going to get so much clean. Or you going to wear you some dirty clothes.
Right. And what's going to happen when you put on them dirty clothes?
They're going to be sour.
How you going to fix that? You going to spray on your little Bath and Body Works, little perfume?
A little Febreze.
Baby, you going to put some baby powder.
That don't fix it. You need to wash your ass. Wash them clothes. Mm.
Wash your spirit.
Wash your spirit.
Clean it.
You remember I did a post on Instagram a few weeks ago. uh, it was two raw isms, but
Hmm.
that one don't get none on you.
Hmm. Come on. Let's talk about it.
That that don't get none on you. It made me think about this washing machine,
Mm-hmm.
cause we do be getting dirty, but we could get it off of us. Like I know I say don't get none on you, but some gonna get on you. Some is gonna get on you, but it ain't got to stay on you. Cause just like them clothes, that dirt come on right on out.
Is
You
it gonna
might have
get
to
on your
get
hands? Or is it gonna get on your clothes?
it's gonna get on my clothes. It might get on my hands, but either way, both of them can be cleaned. If it get on my clothes and it's stained, I might have to use a little shout or something. I might have to do a pre wash or what have you.
How?
But I could still get it out. Now it might not come out. The stain might not come out. Am I gonna throw the clothes away though? I
Mm-mm.
don't know. I don't know. I
You're gonna
could walk
find
around with that stain on.
you're gonna find
That
something else to do with it.
I
Depending on
might.
what the
It
stain
might be a
is,
house coat.
it could be a house coat. You could put a jacket over it.
I could.
I just wear it. I can use it to work out in.
Right.
I can
But
work.
then you got to really think, am I really gonna do that? Am I really gonna use it for this this other purpose because it was damaged? Or is it not just holding up space? You got to decide. Is it not just holding up space? Do you just need to throw that shit away and get you something else? Ooh.
That's a mouthful. That's a
Okay.
word.
Okay.
That's a word.
That hit different, didn't it?
Whoo! Because just even the clutter, the mindset of the clutter, the physical clutter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even in the simplicity of what it can be. I have a t-shirt drawer, like true t-shirts, not graphic tees, true t-shirts, like family reunion t-shirts, like
Mm-hmm.
t-shirt drawer. I don't wear t-shirts.
You don't. You
Not
just got
even not even to work out in. But
and
guess
you
what?
just got
I got a t-shirt drawer because I convinced myself that these cultural norms and for whatever reason you're supposed to wear your family reunion t-shirt till it no longer says Jackson, it say
right.
Anderson.
Accent.
You keep them. I convinced myself when I was natural that I saw somewhere it said it's better to use a t-shirt on your hair than a towel. So I got a t-shirt drawer full of t-shirts I don't ever plan to wear again under the notion I'm gonna wrap my hair in them when I wash it.
But you don't do that.
But how easy we jam situations and bring clutter and
Yeah.
confusion based on
What
nothing.
some but based on what somebody said you should be doing.
Nothing, no, that's nothingness. I ain't
Nothing.
washing my hair that much to need that many t-shirts that I have a drawer.
You ain't.
I
You
ain't gonna
ain't.
never wash my hair that much.
Never.
If anybody has noticed and kept up from late August, I'm gonna say September to December, you see what my real hair that grows out of my scalp look like. From January to September,
Braids.
I'm
What you
going
doing with them
fast.
t-shirts?
I should be
So
right
you
now
got a
with hair
drawer full
scissors.
of t-shirts for 3 months of the year, and that might be 6 washes.
And in them 3 months of the year, I'm paying somebody to go do it because I'm at a point of convenience in my life. I don't want to wash or style my own hair because
So
natural hair.
why is you got these t-shirts?
That's why I said it was a word. Health is you listening, keep up.
That I'm just agreeing. So now you know my ass. So what we finna do with these t-shirts?
Get rid of them because I got some real clothes I do wear that ain't got no house. They just hanging out in a chair in a room upstairs that when my cleaning ladies come, they can't even clean this room because they can't get in it.
See, But then, okay, so what we do with them? Because the cultural norms say you're supposed to keep it because you're supposed to honor your family. So you can't like. I'd be mad if I see somebody walk around in my family reunion T-shirt that ain't in my family. So what you
I
do
done
with it?
seen an old Asian man in a Delta shirt.
Yeah, I would have been mad. I'd have been mad. So what I do with it?
Why I got to have something to do with it versus just doing what I want to do with it?
What you want to do with it? That's where. What's the question? What you gonna do with it?
Get rid of them.
What does that look like?
Saying you're gonna give them to the Goodwill because they make you feel better. They make me
But
feel better.
then you're gonna have the Asian man walk around in your family reunion T-shirt.
He a Jackson now. He a major.
But that's not an option for me.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. We don't know.
Maybe I'll burn them.
No,
Yeah,
you gonna burn them?
yeah. I don't want nobody else to wear them,
Why
and I
not?
don't want them to be filling up the landfill.
They won't break down.
I guess they will, but I don't want nobody in my family reunion T-shirt. So
So what you
that's.
gonna do when your cousin bring home somebody you might not want in your family?
I mean, they still in my family. I can't choose that shit.
But you got that much connection to who wear the shirt.
It don't have to make sense. That's just how I feel. Like,
Yeah, yeah. See, this be the Lulu ways of thinking we have.
yeah, because then my ass will be the one be like, oh, I ain't got no file, so I'm gonna just leave these T-shirts here in the drawer. I'm trying to make sure the T-shirts get gone. So I'm trying to root out every reason why they might still be in this motherfucker. You know?
So if you saw a random person in the grocery store in a Ross T-shirt, you gonna know where they got it from.
I'm gonna ask them if they my cousin.
And
And I'm
they
gonna try to
say,
see if they my cousin. If I figure out they my cousin, I'm gonna say where you get that T-shirt from. Because now I got questions, and it's not about them at all. It's about me checking the list. Is you my family? Is you my family? And if you're not, I'm not gonna. I don't know what I do. I
you gonna
really don't
take the
have no
T-shirt
power
from the
there.
people. You gonna
I
take the
really don't.
T-shirt. You gonna
I don't
take it.
have no power there. I'm not gonna take no shirt off of nobody. So I'm just gonna prevent that from happening. So I'm gonna just burn it.
Babe, I shouldn't ate them Cheetos. This waist train to win in a day. Anyway, um,
You and your big back snacks.
girl, it's almost my birthday, and then I got to train for tailgate. You know, we walks a lot for the tailgate.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
I can't be
I done
hustling and
got me a
puffing.
I done been training though, cause in Mexico, baby, I walk everywhere, everywhere. I walks. I'm ready.
Is it the same walk though?
Yes,
With intention? Because we be walking. Well, no,
going
you get some breaks because you got to stop and hug some nicks and stuff.
right. And see, you walk fast and then you stop over to the fruiteria, and you walk on fast and you get to the beach. Same thing.
You're not in Mexico no more, baby.
I know. I'm sad about it.
I can tell.
I mean, I'm
But
gonna
I'm
throw.
on this journey with
I'm gonna just go ahead and say you just gonna have to hear it because I'm gonna throw it in every time I can.
I want you to. That's how you process. So see, that's the thing. Like you have people, you have to process trauma. Most people don't think they're supposed to process it because it hurt, it's uncomfortable, so they try to stuff it somewhere else, and then they end up wreaking havoc on themselves or somebody else's life down the road.
I'm gonna
You
just let you
have
know.
to you have to go through trauma to get to the other side of it. You can't just walk over it. It's gonna still be there.
I'm sad,
You
and I'm
got to
ready
do
to
that
go.
second wash. You gonna have to get them cycles in to get them clothes clean.
Yeah, you are. All of it got to get wrenched.
It's got to get wrenched out, wrench around and wrench it out.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it.
We finna do a whole podcast.
It's gonna be informative too.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be more helpful for us than it is for the people. We just,
Baby, everything I do be for me.
but it's gonna bless them. So I love
Yeah,
that for them. I
yeah.
love that for them.
If we keep blessing ourselves, we got so much overflow, it just spill over on everybody.
I'm just a vessel.
Ooh, come on. Let me overflow. Overflow with joy, with
It's gonna be
love, with
good though.
gratitude.
It's gonna be good because it definitely hits different. But it's gonna hit where it need to hit. Remember that.
Absolutely. And it's gonna hit who
Not-
it need to hit.
And it's not gonna always feel good.
No.
It's not gonna always feel good.
And that's okay.
Right then.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come up with some structure for the next time we do this. Cause we doing this. If we gonna do it, we gonna do it right. Well, no, not necessarily right, because what is right, we gonna do it well.
We're gonna do it well.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do it according to how it needs to be done at that time. Which
That
is
part.
because it's gonna change.
That's the only constant in life.
It's gonna change. Weekly is gonna change. Weekly is gonna be something different. It's gonna feel different. It's gonna look different.
It's gonna hit different.
Gonna hit different. And I'm okay with it. Cause being okay or not, it's gonna hit. It's not waiting on me to say, oh, okay, I'm cool with no. It's gonna hit regardless of where I am, how I feel, what I do. It's gonna hit with or without my permission. So I can either be open to receiving, processing,
Or not.
or not. But either way it goes, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. And I'm gonna be ready for it as best I can.
As best you can.
And I feel right now being as best I can is being open to and knowing it's gonna hit. When it's gonna hit, that I don't know, I'm okay with it. But knowing that a hit is coming, I feel it's half the battle. Being oblivious and ignorant to the fact that the hit is coming, that's the downfall. And I know it's, I welcome the hit. I want the hits. Now, how they gonna come, that I don't know.
You
Can I
can't
say
never know.
I'm receiving of and welcoming and wanting? Absolutely. Because I want to be a better person. I want this for me. I love this for me. I need this for me.
You need this for you.
And I'm receiving it. Because I know if I get this and I get what I need out of it and it does what I need it to do for me, everything around me, within me, will be better for it. Everybody
Right?
wins.
Everybody wins. Everybody
Everybody
wins. Look
wins.
at you.
That's the goal.
You better quote them raw isms.
Everybody wants to win.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I designed a new session.
Okay.
A quick session, because all of my sessions are long engagements, but that ain't really, I don't really got time for that right now, but I do want to engage. So the session I designed is called What's the Rawism for That? So
Okay.
I see it as session starts, have a little meditation. Tell me what ails you. What's going on in your life? Talk to me. Now listen, you get time to ramble, and then we get question and answer, and then we decide what's the rawism for that, and then we talk about that rawism and we apply it to that situation in your life. I don't give you no advice because it's your life, but this is what I could see what happened based on what I know. This is what I could see what happened if you make these decisions. All right, take that rawism with you.
So let me tell you the other way. That's definitely, well, an additional way or an added to that. That's gonna definitely streamline that, make that go in the way that you say, and it fits perfectly. When the people sign up for these sessions and they're bringing you these things and all the things, and you have no advice, you're not giving any advice. You're there to guide, right? It doesn't have to be a full thing because if that was the case, they wouldn't be coming to you. But they need to come at least prepared with a solution or an outcome that they feel they are seeking or what it should look like.
What you want. What you
I'm
want.
cut down on so much time. And I had a manager, one of our good sorors. She, as a manager, and I was a manager, but she was mine. That was something I took away from that experience in that time. Regardless of what it was one of my staff, something with me. She would send you and let you know ahead of time what we needed to talk about in our meetings. And she would expect you to come with solutions. And we would discuss my solution, her solution, and come up with solutions
With
collectively.
the solution.
And it always made meetings and situations and challenges so much more palatable. Like it made it, you felt heard, you felt
Mm-hmm.
appreciated, you had the autonomy, you felt like an adult, you felt to allow that. Don't just bring
Mm-hmm.
me your problem. What are your solutions?
Yeah.
Let's
What
mold
you
that
want?
and come up with your solution, my solution, and the solution. Let's do that. So yeah, that needs to be something else they have. Not just your problem, not just what's going on. What can I do? No, what do you think you need to do? How do you feel you need to do it? And what are your steps for doing what it is you feel? And then we'll cultivate that and see where else it needs to go.
I like that. Thank you for that.
And it'll help streamline your time. It'll cut down on
Correct.
so
Because
much.
you know I be about that efficiency, baby. I ain't got time to be sitting around hemming and hawing. Yeah.
Hence, I have to schedule a meeting to even talk to you, but I'm unruly and not respecting your boundaries, and I just call when I want to call. I'm gonna do better one day. But
And that's all right if you don't. I
I
know
feel
who you
like
are.
that rule. I feel like see here. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's keep it real. I feel like that rule came after me. So you know how people put up for
You was
my new
grandfathered
client,
in.
for my new. I'm grandfathered in, bitch. I call when I won't call. I got something to say. I'm gonna tell you. And you don't answer. I'm gonna text you. No boundaries at all.
But you know, it's some people
Is
that you have
that
relationships like
entitlement?
that with. Well, yeah, it's entitlement, but it's entitlement that's earned. You know?
But I'm still respectful. Like I don't just keep
Yeah.
calling. If I call you, you can't answer. You'll probably say, "Hey, I'm doing X, Y, and Z." Cool, no worries. Now, if it's something, oh, we need to talk, I'll say that. But nah.
And that don't even happen. Like that ain't your MO. So
And
it's
it's
all
just
good.
sometimes some things I need to say. May not know I need to say it until I want to say it. That ain't gonna make it to the schedule.
And that ain't gonna make it to the calendar, and that's all right. Because it's
But I
some
respect. But I
it's
respect that system.
it's a few people, and we all have. It's a few people that the system they exempt from the system. We all know that, but the system still exists.
Right. But I don't abuse the system.
No,
And
you don't.
most of those people don't abuse the system. They don't.
Correct. Well, if they do abuse the system shuts them out. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
there, I mean, I've had close friends who just call and call and call, and then I just stop answering the phone. Either one system gonna work or the next one too, because it's my boundary, and I'm the one that got to enforce it. I ain't gonna
And
fuss
if
at you.
you don't respect your boundaries, nobody else will.
No, nobody else is gonna respect it. So if I keep answering the phone when you call my ass, then you gonna keep doing it. If I don't answer, then yeah, you keep calling, then you're gonna get blocked. And I mean, that's I didn't do that. You did that.
Right.
But
Yep.
I've actually never done that. I'm not opposed to it though.
Yep.
Not opposed one bit. Ooh,
But
the
I'm
sun
excited.
trying to come out. Come on, sun, break through the clouds.
It's coming because it's beautiful outside. I'm excited. It's coming. I'm excited about this for us, um, for the people, the growth, the healing, the what's gonna come from it. I'm excited for all of that. And so yes, we will start getting agenda topics and we'll just start putting them on paper. Because each week some of those topics may be applicable, some may
Yeah,
not.
sometimes not.
They may be applicable over the weekend, but by the time
You
we
know? Okay.
so
Yeah, we keep a working list and see how we feel. Like, ooh, this is one today for the one today.
yes, yes, yes. Because on Saturday when I'm going to get my crawfish or going to get my hair braided, I may feel a certain way, or a certain thing may trigger into that conversation, but I may not feel that same way next Thursday.
Yeah,
Something
but you want to write it down and to remember
absolutely.
so we can review. I
Because if we
support
don't
everything
work
about it.
through it and talk about it, it will be back. Even if we work through it and talk about it, it's still gonna come
It's
back.
gonna come back.
But we will be better equipped. It's coming back.
Yeah, and it's gonna come back, but then what's gonna happen? It's gonna hit different. I love this. I love this for us. Look how this thing just popped out the air. This about to be good. This about to be so much blessings and healing for us. Mm,
And I'm okay with that. That's all I need right now.
okay.
I'm selfishly selfish.
Come on.
I
And I
need to.
needed to, and look, let me make this about me for a minute. And I needed to test out this stream yard. I need to test all of these things that I'm doing. I need to create more content. You know, everybody fucking wins, yo.
Right.
Everybody wins. I love it here in this life.
I do too. I'm happy for you. I love this for you.
Thank you.
And your green is green. And can I say your green is pulling out the textures in the wall? Like it's
It
giving.
is? Oh, it is.
It's giving.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That
a
color is
whole
giving.
it's a whole visual.
Thank you. My stickers. I got more stickers. I was out of stickers.
Great. Okay. Well let me go and do some things then. Ooh. Ah.
You so silly. Wow.
That was
I don't even remember. All right, girl. This has been fun. We'll see
it
you. We're
has.
gonna do
And
this
it's
again.
very good.
And I'm about a schedule, but I'm not about no schedule. So
Well, yeah, we'll discuss and look at time frame.
yeah, I want to be like, let's plan four, and then we're playing another four. You know?
We're gonna get something set. So we'll go with that. We'll circle back, I'm sure, before the weekend is out.
Yep.
Love you.
I love you too. I
Bye
love
bye,
everybody
kitty.
that's watching this.
Okay.
Peace. That was fun.